Hello everyone, welcome back. So we are beginning with question number 156. So I guess up till 155 was clear and well understood. So we'll begin with the question number 156. Okay. So the question here is the most popular state in India is Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh. Okay. So if this is my question, so many of y'all might already have done this guesswork. So let me see most popular state in India. Which will be the most popular state in India? So as per 2011 census, Uttar Pradesh was estimated to be the most populous state of India with a total population of, I'll give you the figure, 199,281,477. Okay. So it accounts for around 16.49% of India's total population. And after Uttar Pradesh, it is followed by Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal, and Madhya Pradesh in terms of the number of population. So according to this, our correct answer for this will be Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is my correct answer. Next, moving on to question number 157. Now, for this question, I'll read it out for you all. Who started the Operation Flood in India? Verghese Kurian, William Gant, M.S. Swaminathan, Norman Borlaug, or Radha Mohan Singh. Now, Operation Flood was was the world's largest agricultural dairy level development program, you can say. Okay, so it was first launched in the year of 1970. Okay, 1970s it was launched by Verghese Kurian. Okay, so the program originated from his billion-liter idea that made India the world's largest milk producer, surpassing the United States of America by 1998. He also, Kuren, or we can say Verghese Kuren, was also known as the father of white revolution in India. So many a times across various papers, we come across the word white revolution. Green revolution, we already know what green revolution is, but in terms of white revolution, the development or the dairy level developmental program was called the white level. And it was started by Verghese Kuren in the period of 1970. So this is my correct answer. Next, moving on to question number 158. Which act grants special powers to the Indian Armed Forces in distributed areas? Armed Forces Tribunal Act, Armed Forces Special Powers Act, the Disturbed Areas Special Courts Act, Army Act, Special Power for Indian Force Act. Now, Armed Force, or let me give you the answer, Armed Force Special Powers Act. What is this? The short form of this is AFSPA. This is the act of the Parliament of India that grants special powers to the Indian Armed Force in what each act terms distributed areas. One such act passed on September 11th of 1958 was applicable to the Naga Hills, 10 part of Assam, and then to the other 7 sister states in India, that is the northeast portion of India. Another one was passed in the year 1990, which was applied to Jammu and Kashmir and has been in force since that time. Still present, it is still in act or still in use. So the correct answer to this is option number 2, which is Armed Force Special Powers Act. Next, moving on to the next question, question number 159. The Scheduled Caste and Tribes Prevention Atrocities Act was enacted in which of the following year? 1965, 1997, 1982, 1989, or 1977. So we have 5 options here. So the Scheduled Caste and Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act was enacted on 11th of September 1989. Okay, so it was was an act of the Parliament of India that enacted to prevent atrocities against the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes of India. This act was popularly known as POA, the SC and ST Act, or you can even say the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Act, the Prevention of Atrocities Act, or you can even term this as just simply Atrocities Act. Okay. So the correct answer to this is option number 4, 1989. Moving on to the next question, question number 160. What does the term devaluation mean? Is it the increase in the official value of a currency in relation to other currencies? Decrease in the availability of currency in an economy? Decrease in the official value of a currency in relation to other currencies? Cessation of the printing of a previous available currency? Decrease in the GDP. So here we have 5 options. And what does devaluation mean? In modern monetary policy, a devaluation is an official lowering of the value of a country's currency relative to another currencies or another country's currency, a group of currencies or standards, by which the monetary authority formally sets a new fixed rate. So devaluation causes a country's exports to become less expensive, making them more competitive in the global market. So as per the definition I have given you, you can understand what will be the correct answer. That is option number 3. Decrease in the official value of a currency in relation to other currencies. Next, moving on to question number 161. Now this is from the part of agriculture and rural development. Jute cultivation in India is concentrated to the delta area of which of the following rivers? Ganga, Mahanadi, Brahmaputra, Godavari, or none of these. Now, many of us might already know this answer. This is very common for many of the competitive exams. The correct answer is Ganga, right? The jute cultivation is concentrated in the Sundarban Delta. Sundarban Delta that we talk about is the Ganges Delta or the Ganga Delta in India, West Bengal and Bangladesh also. Now, the cultivation of jute in India is mainly confined to the 7 states, namely West Bengal, Assam, Orissa, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Tripura, and Meghalaya. And the maximum being cultivated in West Bengal and Assam. So accordingly, this was the eastern region of the country where most of the jute is available or it is cultivated. West Bengal alone accounts for more than 50% raw jute production. So that alone is quite specific in producing a lot of jute. So this is one of the most important ones. So the correct answer to this question is option number 1, that is Ganga. Moving on to question 162. Which of the following is the largest irrigation canal in India? Buckingham Canal, Sirhind Canal, Indira Gandhi Canal, Satluj Jamuna Link Canal, other than those given in the options, or we can say none of these. So according to question number 162, see, Indira Gandhi Canal, many of us might already know what is Indira Gandhi Canal, where it is and what is its function. The Indira Gandhi Canal is the longest canal in India and it is the largest irrigation project in the world. It starts from Harike Barrage at Harike, below the confluence of the Satluj and the Beas rivers in Punjab, and terminates in the Thar Desert in Rajasthan. Previously, it was also known as the Rajasthan Canal. Okay, later on, in the year 1985, it was renamed to show respect to Indira Gandhi, and that is why it was renamed as Indira Gandhi Canal in the year 1985. The correct answer to this question is option number 3, Indira Gandhi Canal. Next, we have question 163. Which of the following is the correct sequence in the decreasing order of production in million tons of the given food grains in India? And for this, we have five options: wheat, rice, pulse, coarse cereals, rice, wheat, pulse, coarse cereals, wheat, rice, coarse cereals, pulses, rice, wheat, coarse cereals, then pulses, coarse cereals, wheat, rice, and pulses. So we might, many of us be confused with this, but first of all, we have to identify the correct sequence. Okay, many of you all depends on the food habits basically, but we are all very habituated to having rice. Okay, then we have rotis or wheat, right? So rice has traditionally been the most or the very most important crop in India in terms of production and in terms of the total land cultivation that is being done, or total land under the cultivation of rice. Now, it is followed by wheat, then we have coarse cereals, and then the pulses. That is in the sequential order. If you go by option number 4, that is rice, wheat, coarse cereals, and pulses later on. As per the third advanced estimates for 2016 to 17, total food grain production in the country was estimated at around 273.38 million tons, with the contributions of different varieties of crops, like rice to be 109.15 million tons, wheat to be 97.44 million tons, coarse cereals to be 44.39 million tons, and pulses to have 22.40 million tons. And then we have the following vegetables that follows that. So if we go by the sequence, then the first most production is rice, then we have wheat, then coarse cereals, and then pulses, which is option number 4. Next, moving on to question number 164. The eyes of potato are useful for number 1, nutrition, number 2, respiration, number 3, vegetative propagation, number 4, protection from predators, and number 5 is none of this. So what are the eyes of the potato? So let me see you. Eyes of the potatoes are very, very useful for vegetative reproduction. Okay, they are actually stem buds from which a new plant can sprout up. So when these buds are exposed to warmth and moisture, they begin to swell and soon sprouts into entire stems with roots growing underneath on the bases and leaves at the top. So eyes of the potato works like the seeds so that new plants can grow from them. Okay. So the correct answer is vegetative reproduction, which is vegetative propagation. That is option number 3. Coming to the next question, what is slash and burn agriculture? Slash and burn agriculture, method of sugarcane cultivation, process of deforestation, agriculture without irrigation, jhum cultivation, or mercantile cultivation. So many of us might already know what slash and burn is. So I'll give you the answer to this. This is jhum cultivation. In local terms, it is known as jhum cultivation, which is option number 4. Now, jhum, it's written Jhum. You can also write Jhoom, jhum cultivation. Okay. Jhum cultivation is the local name for slash and burn agriculture, a form of shifting agriculture. And it was practiced by the tribal groups in the northeastern states of India, but still it is prevalent in India in many parts. It involves clearing the land by fire or clear felling for economically imported crops such as upland rice, vegetables, or even fruits. After a few cycles, the land's fertility declines and a new area is chosen for the agriculture to continue. And jhum cultivation is most often practiced on the slopes of thickly forested areas. But this, since it declines the land's fertility and it makes it inappropriate for any kind of cultivation to have to be there for around the next 100 years of span. So that is very dangerous, and it is very, very important for us not to support this. Even the government of India are taking a lot of measures to stop jhum cultivation and to explain them, since they are tribals and they need to be explained the importance why they should not be doing jhum cultivation. So many steps are being taken for that. So the correct answer to this question, slash and burn agriculture, is jhum cultivation. Many a times I find options given as a shifting cultivation. So that can also be your correct answer, because they shift from one land to the other after destroying the first piece of land through slash and burn method. Next, moving on to question 166. Rotation of crop means growing of different crops in the same area in sequential seasons, shifting of areas of same crops, growing two or more crops simultaneously to increase productivity, alternating crops with fruits over a period of year, other than those given as the options, that is none of these. So, crop rotation. Rotation of crops or crop rotation, what does that mean? Crop rotation basically refers to the successive cultivation of different crops in a specified order on the same piece of land or same fields, in contrast to one crop system or to haphazard crop successors. It is done so that the soil of farms is not used for only one set of nutritious cultivation or one set of only nutrient. It helps in reducing soil erosion and also increases the soil fertility and the crop yield of that particular land. Okay. So the correct answer for this is, as you can understand, growing of different crops in the same area in sequential seasons. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Next, moving to question 167. Which of the following is the first agriculture university in India? Indian Agricultural Research Institute, Birsa Agricultural University, GB Plant University of Agriculture and Technology, Maharana Pratap University of Agriculture and Technology, Bihar Agriculture University. So, which of them are the first agriculture university of India? Okay. So, if you have a thorough knowledge about agriculture, since these questions are mainly from rural and agricultural development portion, we will come to know that it was the GB Plant University of Agriculture and Technology, also known as the GBPUA and T. Okay, GBPUA and T, or Patnagarh University. Okay, Patnagarh University it's also called, and it was the first agriculture university of India. Also, it was inaugurated by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on 17th of November 1960. As you know, the Uttar Pradesh Agriculture University, it's famous in that name, Uttar Pradesh Agriculture University. It is located in Pantnagar in Uddam Singh Nagar district of Uttarakhand. So in that case, the correct answer to this is option number 3, that is G.V. Pant University of Agriculture and Technology. Next, moving to question number 168. Indian Council of Agricultural Research was founded in which of the following years? 1931, 1976, 1992, 1929, or 1951? Which will be my correct answer? So the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, which is the ICAR, okay, in short we term them as ICAR, it was established in New Delhi on 16th of July 1929. It was an autonomous body which was responsible for coordinating agricultural education and research in India. It is the largest network of agricultural research and education institutes found in the world. The correct answer to this is option number 4, which is 1920. So with this, I'm concluding my video for today. We have discussed up till question number 168. For the previous questions, please refer to the previous videos that have already been made, and all the questions along with the answers in details have been explained. In the next videos, I'll be coming up with the next set of questions, that is from question number 169. I hope you have understood all the questions and have liked the video. Thank you for patiently hearing me. Thank you so much.